No, we were.
Yeah.
We were. And that's just what we're bringing to you right now. We're bringing it's not made up shit, right? It's like we go out, we compete, we love it. We're not always successful. We celebrate the wins, we celebrate the losses. We're learning from them. But this weekend, we had the opportunity to cook up in Hempstead, Texas, for one of it was the first annual burger and wing competition. And the wing was really I guess it was the epicenter, right? That's really what everybody was really going for. I mean, the burger was great, but this is sponsored by RotoQ, and you're not putting a burger inside of a RotoQ.
Yeah. And it's the rodeo barbecue, right? The barbecue rodeo, first annual.
Yes, that's right. And this was an amazing cook-off. They had plenty of entries come in, and it's fun when you get to hear the scores of, like, just kind of where you fell, right? And they were immediate. They came right at us, and they were like, listen, the first score for the wings were like 530, second place was 550, and then your boys right here, huh?
When he
Your
said it
boys
wasn't
right
even
here.
close,
Yeah.
I was like, oh,
Okay, where we at? Well, yeah, but at that point we're thinking we're not going to win this, right? But yeah, when our boys with 592 came in, we got that first place check, $1,500, which thank you so much for everybody that put that on, RotoQ and everybody else. It was an amazing event. And then a brand new Z grill,
new
right?
car. Oh, new grill.
New grill, man. New Z grill, which we've not really got to mess with. Basically got home, had to unpack and get ready for the work week. But an amazing weekend.
It was. And I'll go ahead and tell you folks, like, do not take those big checks down to the bank. They do not cash those things. Apparently they're fake. So
not worth anything.
A little bit of a disclaimer there. But yeah. Hey, Chris Bentley Barbecue, RotoQ,
yep,
Randy's Rubs, Burn Bags. I mean, everybody was phenomenal out there. The barbecue store was putting on a phenomenal host job for us. The seasonings and the stuff that they had in the store. And I'll tell you right now, this is really cool on my part because
he's giving himself kudos.
Let's go, dude.
Hey,
no.
You know what's really cool? It's on my part.
Let me get into it, Jan. Like,
okay,
you're always interrupting. Like when I got a moment going, and you're like,
tell me.
You always want the energy to stay high, and then you just keep stopping and cutting me off. But I love going into these stores because I do it online just to see all the seasonings, all the sauces, all the stuff that they have in this store, because the competition cooks, this is what they're using on a regular. They're stocking it at this barbecue store, and I you get a view of like, all right, I've seen that, I've tried that. This is what I use. So I went around that thing. It was pretty cool to see. Right across the street was First Class Barbecue. So Robert Smith would just he probably just has like one of those tabs in there. You know what I mean? Like
right, sauce.
Yeah, you get Old Bar. You got those little B-roll in there. No, just put them on tab. Yeah, like, right, Robert, right, man, we need you to settle up at the end of the month. And
I got it. Hey, why don't you come over for a free plate of food?
Yeah,
and,
I got you guys.
I get you next month.
He's waiting for the football squares to hit or something like that. No, I know he's not doing that.
No, I know. He's a good dude.
But it was a cool event. Married to Barbecue, Brianna Starks, she was out there participating, being a judge. But it was really cool to see all the people out there. And we got to meet some new faces. Some people we kind of already knew as well. You had John help me out.
Backyard Shenanigans. Char Grill Smoke was cooking right next to us. Really cool guys.
Yeah, Caden.
Caden, I was going to say a huge shout out to Caden. He got second place on those wings, and apparently his wings were badass. A lot of people I talked to said they thought he was going to win. So when he got second,
I thought he was going to win.
We're in the running.
Yeah, well, I mean, anytime that we're not until they call first, I always think we're in the running. But as soon as I tried Caden's, he deboned a wing and then did a venison boudin stuffing inside of it. It was amazing. Yeah. It was an amazing wing. And when I tried the first bite, I was like, well, we just lost. And because it was that good. Yeah. Kudos to everybody that got their names called. And then it's so cool to be able to walk, whatever. But let's not gloss over the burger competition, which is the first time I've heard about one of these. I don't think there's too many of these burger competitions out there. And this was we threw down the gauntlet on this thing. Like we went all in with the honey bun smash burger topped with its double meat, double cheese, some grilled onions, grilled jalapenos, and then we hit it with that crumbled bacon on top. I mean, it just hit, dude. I mean, I really thought that was going to be our call. It wasn't going to be on the wing side. And guess what? We were outside looking in, 4th place on the honey bun burger,
just a few points away.
That's it. Yeah, from getting it. And that would have been so cool to have 2 calls. But you know what? You can't win them all. Obviously, we took some notes back, and we're gonna do even better on the next burger competition.
Yeah. And those wings, we just did the classic barbecue, same kind of thing we run in regular competitions. And apparently the judges loved them because, like you said, it was like 30 points between us and the number 2.
Yeah.
So the sauce, James did go inside, and I will give him kudos because he goes inside the barbecue store there, and he picked up all the sauces inside that store and came out, and we did some mixing, we did some doctoring, and then we did some cooking on that sauce in order to get that glaze where we wanted to be. But that all came from the barbecue store. So big shout out to those guys.
It charred up nice and well. Like looking at the picture, it's not burnt, guys. And I know some of you guys are sitting there probably watching this, and you're probably like, these guys turned in burnt wings and they beat me. I know my wings were a lot better. I know Caden's probably saying that. He's like, that's just bullshit.
Caden is saying that.
He is, he is. But man, I can tell you right now, I did not come home with 2 bottles of sauces. I don't know where they went. I'm not, saying somebody took them home or anything like that, but I did not get them. But
I don't know where they went.
Everything, like I said, everything that we used for those wings were purchased from the barbecue store.
Yep.
So I'll leave it at that. If you want to know my full recipe, just email me at MySpace at
no, it's James at grabbingthebrisket.com. Email James, and he will divulge the complete recipe down to what color socks he wore that day, because that's the kind of guy he is. There's full transparency here. We're not there's no cloak and dagger shit going on in this place.
Not really.
Okay,
I can tell you the Texas Wizard, the original glaze, that's pretty money. So
oh man, yeah, 100%. Yeah, no, and that's one thing. We positioned the roto queue just off of the coals, so we kind of set it up indirect, but we positioned that basket, that roto queue, to go right beside the coals. We wanted that high heat, high temperature, and at a certain point we kind of moved it back and flipped it around, and then just kind of had it going, and then there was even a moment where we really wanted to get a good crisp.
Yeah,
that we pulled the actual tray out of
the deflector plate.
Yeah,
that's
little drip tray.
The restrictor plate. We removed that off of it, and we got another 10 horsepowers on that baby.
Yeah, baby, that's what I'm talking about. Yeah, man. Hey, dude, it was fire, man. Those wings were freaking delicious. And the burger, man, I'm telling you right now, I thought the burger was king. I mean, everybody that came over tried to bite, and they were like, "Hey, I've never had this before. This is crazy good," And we're like, "Okay, we love this." And then we had a few judges at the end of the competition come out, and they were like, "Dude, like everybody was ranting and raving over this honey bun burger," and I'm like, "That's ours. We're the honey bun guys right here. That's our shit." And then they called the scores out, and we're like, "Shit, man. Well, I guess again, we were outside looking in. It could have went either way, and there were a few points in between us and 3rd place. So all in all,
congrats to those guys.
Oh, I know, man.
Made
I know.
some killer burgers.
And they did. And the one thing I saw, there were I think all 3 of them, it wasn't a traditional burger. They did a little spin on it or whatever else, but they were all really, really tasty burgers. It wasn't something like you took a bite, you're like, yeah, that's really good. Some people did smash burgers, some did smoked. But all in all, I mean, it was just a crazy, awesome event. It was a long day, and it's amazing how you take a wing competition that we know we're going to cook for an hour and a burger competition that we know we're going to wrap up in 15 minutes. How much stress that causes, because there's a whole lot of shit that happens in 15 minutes. And it's like literally from the point where like, I need this, we need this. and we're all directing traffic and working together. So that tells me right there, if we can execute that in 15 minutes, there's nothing holding us back. So
Agreed.
yeah,
That's great.
Yeah.
That was super fun. I think we'll definitely do it again next year. There's been a ton of videos and content going out about this event already. I don't know if you guys have been following along with it.
we have.
Yeah.
Truly amazing.
But I can say for certain that I don't think anybody outdrank us.
No,
in that
dude,
event.
there's nobody that
Nobody outwinged us and nobody outdrank us.
Yeah.
We had a great time. We're missing Alex. Alex came out and assisted us. Big shout out to Perkins. Man, dude, he shot it off like very early with that fireball. Like, all right, man, well, let's go.
Yeah,
We got on the road in the morning. We're like, shit, we're running late as usual, you know.
So yes, our rule of not drinking until turn-ins was out the window when we got in the truck.
No, 100%. So we had a few pops on the way to the event. But just in fashion, it's not that we mean to do this, but it's just what happens. We literally pulled in the parking lot and I saw a big crowd of people all gathered around a tent. I was like, that's a cook's meeting. I parked like in the middle of the cook-off, got out of my truck and ran over to the cook's meeting so I could hear like, okay, how many burgers do you need? How many wings do you need?
I'm surprised you just didn't pull up and just roll your window down.
I thought about it.
We were right there.
I thought about it, but somebody goes, dude, come on. I was like, brother, I'm trying, man. I'm trying to get the truck fast enough. Now, what I was trying to do was also not show the beer cans that we had already
falling out
of the truck.
already had piled up in that thing. So again, it's not that we do that all the time. But for this competition, we really wanted to keep ourselves loose, lubricated, and hydrated. And we did that with an ice cold Coors Light.
Honestly, you do your best cooking. I mean, your best burger and wings cooking when you're a little bit buzzed.
There's probably a little scientific aspect to that where you season just a little bit more. You know what I mean? You give it just a little bit more love. Maybe it's because you're craving the salt and you're craving whatever. You typically don't turn in bland food when you've been drinking a little bit. Now, if you have a cook-off where you're doing brisket, ribs, chicken all day,
you can't perform.
You're not going to be able to perform that well. Yeah, you're going to like performance anxiety or whatever.
Yeah, performance drunk. That's what that is. Yeah,
whatever. Performance enhancing drunk.
We don't know what it's called.
Yeah, it's like PEDs. You know, it's performance enhancing drinks. What up?
Yep, let's go.
No, man.
Speaking of drinks, you guys want to jump into the grabbing the brisket?
Yeah, let's bust it out.
Beer review. Guys, we have last week, John and I stopped by a place called Beers Looking at You. They're on the, I think it's, I don't know if it's South Houston right there or if it's Clear on the cusp of Clear Lake. But it's a fantastic little establishment that all they do is they carry other people's beers, right? And
it's a bottle shop.
It's a bottle shop. You can go in, you can drink there. They've got beers on tap for you. And then also they've got the cooler set up to where you can go through and pick out some beers. Now, right next door to that is also a phenomenal cigar shop where you can go in, and they had this huge walk-in humidor with 4 or 5 rows that you can go through and get a cigar, sit down, relax. So yeah, this is where I picked that up. And I may have went inside, had a cigar. Yeah, I may have went inside and had a cigar, and then put these little bad boys on ice. So yeah, I've been eager to try this beer.
Yeah, we get a nice little pour action here, Raul. So very light in color.
That's a Pilsner, German style Pilsner. That's a Pilsner. It's a German style Pilsner lager beer from Jester King.
Yeah, Raul, can you look up Jester King? Because I actually went and saw it out at HEB. Shout out to those guys. They do a really good job of bringing in some good beer. But I talked to the beer sommelier.
Jay with the Jester.
Jester. I talked to the beer sommelier there. He's like, nah, man, we don't carry Jester King, because I read an article. They won some pretty big awards over there in Austin, Texas. I don't know which particular beers it was, but it was Jester King. So I saw this in the cooler. I was a little giddy. I was like, let's go.
Yeah.
Nice. No, also Austin boys putting it together. It says Texas beer. This is what we do. We're a Texas barbecue and beer podcast. And guess what? We got some Texas beer. So there it is. Man, they look cool, man. They look cool, guys. Yeah.
Should we go record a podcast with him?
We should. Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely. That's great.
Oh, that one's playing with fire.
Okay.
I like that.
Probably got 115 degrees outside.
Yeah,
What are you doing with that fire?
Yeah, why do you have a beanie on?
Bro,
Yeah.
I love this game right here. Let's just guess what their
No.
positions are there
Nope.
at Jester King.
No, those are
just a couple.
those
well,
are patrons.
Yeah, that guy's a founder.
There's
I
a
bet.
founder. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. They already got him labeled.
Okay,
Dang it.
let's go this one.
Okay.
What's the dude smoking the hooter over
Oh
there?
yeah, there you go.
Yeah, what's his position? Hey,
He's the taster, right?
scroll down.
He's like,
What is his position?
Front of house. He's dealing with customers.
Yeah,
Can I have that cup?
yeah. Damn. Okay. Hey, it looks like a cool vibe. I definitely like to hang out with these guys, drink some beer. I don't know if they're like our boys up in Fort Worth with Martin House, because on Martin House, we're drinking beer on the production floor. We're shotgunning beer on the production floor.
Can I interject real quick? Just real quick. Since you brought up Martin House, our boy John, you guys know John.
John, great guy.
Yep.
Salt of the earth.
So yep. Okay. Right now he's actually in intensive care.
Oh,
he
shit.
fell and like cracked his skull open. Like he's jacked up pretty bad. He's got like a GoFundMe thing going. I'm gonna put a
God
link
bless.
down below.
Mhm.
We've already shared it on our social media and stuff. But if you guys want to help out, if you've listened to a podcast long enough, you've heard us talk with this guy. He had him on the show a couple times. So,
Yep. Mad scientist of brewing beer for sure.
right. Anything you guys can do to help out, there will be a link to do that. So
Wow.
Hope you
Yeah,
get
my
better.
heart goes out. Definitely
Praying
gonna
for
say a
everybody.
prayer for him and his family and his friends there.
Mhm.
So, damn. Sorry to hear that. Oh man. Okay, so we got a beer.
Mhm.
We have a beer. Just take a sip, right? Just and it hits the lips, you know.
You guys sip on that for a second here, and I'm going to do some hot off the grill barbecue news brought to you by the MBBQA and the Barbecue News magazine. The first thing I got here, Cal sent over the new Barbecue News magazine issue is out.
Ooh,
Hot
nice.
off the press, and you can still get a hot off the press. You can still get like a paper copy of this thing. And they did do a tribute to Big Jim Hudgens, who apparently I didn't realize had passed away just recently here.
Oh man.
So there's a whole, I think, a couple page spread, a story about him and that kind of thing in there. But also the normal stuff, the good recipes and all that kind of stuff in there, all the barbecue news that you want. Secondly, he mentioned that Smoke Slam just released. I guess they're doing I don't know if they did this last year or not, but they're doing a concert.
A little more energy, bud.
Okay, they're doing a concert.
I'm just kidding. It's a
Hey,
joke.
I messed it up
yeah.
because I put the wrong picture first. I apologize.
Yeah, no,
good.
So that's the
yeah.
cover to the Barbecue News
Okay,
magazine.
there it is.
You're good. Yeah. So Smoke Slam, they announced they're doing a concert. It's going to be May 17th, and the headliner is Big and Rich. So
Damn.
I don't know if you guys want to go to that.
Yeah, I'd
Yeah,
love to go. Love to go, man. That's
Perfect.
great.
Perfect. Let's get that.
All right, anybody out there in the world, if you want us to go to this concert, we're going to set up a GoFundMe for
Right,
you to
right.
send us and about 3 of our friends,
Yep. Nope. Just us. And then
including us,
we
just the friends.
yeah, okay. And then we also need we need hydration. So maybe like a 12-pack. I don't know. We'll see.
For who?
Right.
Who? Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Go fund our 12-pack. Yeah. That's all I got for the Hot Off the Grill barbecue news. But we do have a mail call.
Oh shit. Okay. What we have?
This is badass. This is. I'm excited about this. I'm more excited about this smoker than any smoker I've gotten in a long time.
Okay.
This is from Hungry Yeti. Or Hungry Yett. I'm sorry. At Hungry Yett, and it's Yett with 2 T's. And it's the mini smoker. I don't know if you guys can see this thing. You guys, if you're looking on the YouTube, it's a tiny ass little smoker.
Yeah.
And
Dude,
it's got all the things. It's got the offset. It's got the little baffle. It's got all the shit on it. This thing is just cool.
I mean, you like it because it's miniature.
Right, of course.
That's
I have
all.
No
That's the
idea
only
how
reason,
well it functions.
Listen, it's the only reason why you like. No, it's little.
Look how little it is.
Like,
It's adorable.
You sent a text message going, "I'm gonna smoke a brisket." And I was like,
Right.
I don't know. Like, you may smoke a portion of a brisket,
Right, yeah.
on there.
Brisket
yeah.
trimmings.
Yeah,
A sausage.
yeah,
You
right.
know what? Don't be haters.
You could do like a little quail, just get a small little quail, and you just like
A
spatchcock it.
Spatchcock it. Yeah, throw it on there. Yeah,
Just pretend it's a turkey.
that's great,
Yeah,
dude.
That's great.
It's phenomenal, man. You got to season it. You haven't seasoned it.
I haven't
can
done
already tell.
anything with it yet. No,
Yeah.
I literally just got it out of the box. They sent us a knife too.
Dude, check this knife out.
This thing is cool. What did you call it?
I said, oh, dude. I said, high five. High five.
The knife hand.
Right.
Yeah.
The knife hand. Yeah.
It's the knife that's shaped like a hand.
Man,
So,
imagine get like
karate
a
chop.
imagine get like a Judy chop with that thing.
How sharp is that son of a bitch?
It's not very sharp, honestly. I think it's mostly a joke. Like it's not.
As he cuts his fingers off.
Yeah.
Let's sharpen it.
Yeah,
Oh, we're going to sharpen the shit out of this
we
thing.
should do that.
Yeah.
We'll send it into Knife Aid. They
Yeah.
open that and pack like what the fuck?
Yeah. No kidding. Let's paint the nails too.
Anyway, this is super cool, super funny. I can't stop laughing every time I open that knife.
Hey, the
Uh,
real meat stick. He says he'll take that mini smoker.
Oh, hell yeah, dude. Hey, listen. Okay. Really quick. You get this smoker right here delivered to you. What are you smoking in it? Like, tell me what you're going to put in this thing. Because it's not a 30-minute cook. I mean, you got to smoke something. So yeah, give us some ideas.
Yeah, I would love to hear some ideas.
Yeah.
And our boy Reel's Meat Stick, he said he's paired up with Frank Cox. They're the ones
Yep.
that are making that smoke slinger.
That's right.
So,
That's a badass freaking pit, man.
mhm.
That thing is a lifetime pit. It's so versatile, man. I'm telling you, I saw that thing and I was like, man, I'm in love.
I need one of those.
Oh my God. Yeah. I'm saving my money right now because I'm going to order one of those bad boys, put in the backyard. It's
That's-
amazing.
That's a
It
good
is
idea.
amazing.
But real quick, thank you to Tyler for sending this and the knife. Tyler over there at Hungry Yett. And if you're interested, I will put a link down below so you can get your own tiny ass little smoker. Just
Yeah.
don't put your content out until after we do because I want ours to go viral first.
No,
He
just
said,
put it
one
out.
pork chop.
One pork chop.
That might fit.
John, I have like a really just kind of envisioned this idea of doing it like Inception like thing with this thing to where we get a smaller pit to go inside that. And then this goes into a larger pit until you get to your size pit
What?
and Johnny and June. And you just open up your big door with Johnny and June. And then you open up the other door. And then you open up the other door.
What do you call
Inside
those?
the tiny
and you
one,
get
there's
to
a-
like
What
a,
do you
a hot
call-
dog.
like
what
a
do you-
Russian nesting doll.
Yeah, that's what you're. Is that what you're saying?
Yes,
James?
that's what I'm saying.
Okay.
Have you
Yeah.
seen the videos where it's like a tiny little
Fabulous idea.
a tiny little
Hell
car
yeah.
and they pour water on it and then they rub it and then they back up and it's a full size car?
Yeah.
Yeah, we should do one of those kind of
All right,
little
Oh, so we got to send
Anyway.
this to Austin Smokeworks. Let's
Awesome.
let's get this thing painted. Yeah, let's get this whole thing painted up. That way,
match Johnny and June.
that's it,
I
man.
love it. I love
Hey,
it.
Yeah.
show up at the next cook off with that.
Tell them to put it on a trailer.
Oh
Anyways,
shit.
That's what we got for mail.
Nice.
Let me add in there.
Hey,
Go ahead.
so I mean, obviously, we brought the MBBQA, and for anybody out there that's listening, I know we talk about the MBBQA and with Kel and Janet, both of them amazing human beings, but this is an organization that is designed to really help out other people in barbecue, right? So it's not, if you're trying to launch a season, if you're trying to launch a business, a barbecue restaurant, a food truck, it doesn't matter if you're barbecue related, if you're anywhere in that genre right there, this is where you need to be. They host so many different events. They're all networking events. They bring in masters that would meet the masters, what they call it. But these guys that have done it, right? These guys that run multi-million-dollar businesses, and they're so willing to say, yes, listen, don't go down this road. It's not worth it. I did it. Do this instead, right? And I can't say enough about this organization. I can't say enough about Kel and Janet. They're amazing people. So please, if you want to just join an organization, it doesn't cost that much. And you know, there's monthly dues, but each month you do get a subscription magazine or a newsletter that comes in, and then you get the actual magazine that comes in, which I'm not sure how many once a year they do that, or if it's how many times do you actually do the whole magazine? I'm not sure.
You get the magazine every month.
So okay,
Just
so
a
it's a
month.
whole magazine every month. Okay. So yes. So once again, this one is well worth it. You get it back. Anything you invest, 10
Yeah.
times, 100 times. So yeah,
Any kind of barbecue
Yeah.
connection you can think
That's
of.
my-
He's got it. Yeah.
that's my piece.
It's a good piece.
Well said, Jan.
Yeah.
Yep. Thanks, bro.
Hey, I know we're just like one day shy of April Fools.
Oh, shit. Okay.
And I'm just going to say, hey, guys, we didn't resort to any April Fool's shenanigans. I know a lot of people get duped with a lot of stuff, and I just want to say I apologize. I apologize for a lot of people just being just jokesters and pranksters and trying to.
Yeah.
Did you see that HEB put one out there where they put this whole they got this rooftop bar going on in Montrose area in Houston?
No,
Yeah,
really?
they're fixing to build it. Yeah, and then they're like, oh, April Fools.
I mean, I thought that
Damn
was
it.
real.
I'd be
yeah.
excited.
So right now you're missing out, HEB. You should be putting rooftop bars on every one of your damn things.
Well, I'm sure somebody's game planning that. Shame, we got a lot of hit on that.
Yeah, we got 10 million likes on this thing.
Yeah.
Damn.
I saw Heath Riles put out a microwave rib recipe yesterday.
I saw
Okay.
that too.
That's pretty
Okay.
good. Pretty good.
I saw somebody
Somebody
do
probably
the,
burned their house down trying to duplicate that.
Right.
Heath.
yeah, right. Heath.
45
Come
minutes.
on,
Did you
Heath.
see that? It was like 65 minutes in the
Yeah.
microwave. I'm
Right.
like, oh, I don't
Yeah.
know about that.
You got a fireball in sight. No, it's okay. Keep going.
All the grease from the ribs, just
How you get the char.
spark this inferno.
Yeah. So I saw today that somebody posted yesterday. It was they're a New Jersey pizzeria, but they had it was a par baked pizza, which you know what par baked means. It means they put the dough in and then they cheese it and they'll bake it first. They brought it out. They did peanut butter. They did jelly, pickled jalapenos and anchovies, and the guy would slice it up and he goes, you know what we got to do now? I guess he always says that. You know what we got to do now? We got to try it. And he goes to take a bite and he goes, nah, I'm just kidding, man. I'm the April Fools. We don't serve this in the restaurant because they're very, I guess, traditional or, I mean, whatever. But here's the deal. Now I want somebody to go there and go, no, I want that damn pizza. Make it. You know what I mean? That'd be badass.
Look, I don't know. I should have done the history. I don't know how April Fool's started. You know what I mean? It's like, is there a significant history event behind? Thank you, Raul. Was it made up by, I don't know, leprechauns? I don't know.
No, man.
No,
like
that's St.
no.
Patrick's Day.
That's the end of the rainbow. Jesus, man. He has no idea.
We're gonna find out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, now
For
Rawls
$1
gotta-
a month.
Yeah,
It's gonna be some
subscribe.
medieval. It's gonna be
Yeah.
some saint, something other.
I think it's ancient Rome or Britain or something, right?
That was a good guess,
He's so
John.
stupid. He's so stupid. Yeah.
They're
No.
late Middle Ages.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was just, it's like the boy who cried wolf all the time.
Dude,
April Fools.
I feel like their April Fool's jokes were just a little bit just
dark. Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
Hey, off with his head.
Right.
Oh, nah, just kidding.
Yeah.
We already did it.
Well, yeah. We'll do it tomorrow.
April Fools.
Okay.
yeah.
Yeah.
You wake up, you jump in your bed, and it's like a bed of knives, or you know what I mean? It's like,
Yeah.
just joking, April Fools.
Mother, Timmy got ate by a lion. What?
April Fools. It was a bear.
Hey, bye.
Right. Hey,
Yeah.
this biscuit tastes weird, and it's
Yeah.
like,
It's poison. Got you.
yeah, cheers, guys.
Okay.
Hey, I'm really digging this beer. Hey guys, just I was about to say a fortnight. Just here in a short few minutes, we got Kurt from Fatboy's Barbecue coming up here to shoot this shit. We're not really sure. It's not planned, but we do have a plan. But we're not really sure how this is gonna go. We love Kurt. Kurt is a great, awesome dude. Man, he can shit talk with the best of them.
Oh man, what
My
a
man
guy.
is a wild card.
Yeah,
he
he's-
is. So
listen, yeah.
it's going to be a fun episode, guys.
Yeah, he's not afraid to put himself out there. There's no shame in the game, right? I mean, it's all about barbecue. He lives it. He breathes it. This is his life. He's got sauces. He's one hell of a competitor. So yeah, cannot wait to get him on. Talk about a little competition. So this is going to be phenomenal. Now depends if excuse me, I had a little burp there. If his email is up and running.
Yeah, he's good. He's good. I've talked to him. He's good. We did not run a test, but he's probably good.
He'll be fine. He'll be fine. He'll be fine. What can go wrong?
Yeah.
Raul's running this place. Are you kidding me?
Yeah, nothing ever
Nothing's
goes
going
wrong.
wrong.
Initial thoughts about this beer. It is delicious.
I think it's good too. I like it.
It's good. This is something that we're going to have to get more of that.
Oh, I had the
Give me
first
that.
drink. I
Give me
had the first drink. I didn't want to. I keep mixing it with the Coors Light. I got to just stay off the
Just
Coors for a
stay
little
on
bit.
that until
Yeah.
it's done.
So
He's about to jump in here real quick. Before he does, I'm going to say today's episode is brought to you by Chicks That Smoke Spicy Barbecue Seasoning. Our favorite versatile seasoning elevates any dish from smoked meats to roasted veggies, even popcorn. Whether you're grilling, smoking, or cooking in the kitchen, Chicks That Smoke will kick up the flavor. Chicks That Smoke Spicy Barbecue Seasoning, available at SUCKLEBUSTERS.com or through the link in the episode description.
there it is, man. Little QR code, pop it. It's not spicy, and I know it comes across as spicy. It's got a hint of cayenne in it, but in today's days or today's times, it's not a spicy seasoning at all. It's great on
It's an
fish.
all-purpose.
It is an all-purpose rub. It's great on fish. It's great on chicken. I think so we dusted a little bit on the burgers when we did the burgers this prior weekend.
Yeah.
It's just a great seasoning.
If you got like a fussy baby or something like that, just put a little bit on the pacifier.
Yeah, that's it.
I was going to say, apparently it's good on just like slices of lemon too.
Hey man, it's brown thing over here.
Damn, dude. Yeah, I love it. I love it.
All right, let's let this
This
joke
animal.
in here.
Let's let this animal
release
in
the
here.
beast.
Let's
Yeah.
let the show begin.
Boys, how are you?
Man,
We're doing
we
great.
are
How you
great.
doing, Kurt?
Kurt, so just to remind you, this is a barbecue. This is a beer or libations podcast. So I just want to make sure
And
you're joining us. So what's in the cup?
in the cup today, I'm rolling a little bit of a peg leg porker. One of Kerry Bringle's bourbons. Picked it up. It's his 4-year, so it's a really young one, but it makes a pretty damn good mixer.
Damn, nice, man. Kerry is a great human being.
Awesome dude.
That guy. Listen, I sat there when we were at the shed, and he was sitting at a table and he was talking. He was telling a story, and I'm telling you right now, within 2 seconds, I was captivated. I mean, the guy can, like, his recollection, but the way he tells a story is amazing. Amazing.
Yeah,
So,
he reminds me a lot of Tuffy Stone. They just start talking and people just kind of congregate around, and all of a sudden there's like 30 people listening to the story, and you're kind of bummed because it was like, well, it was us talking, but that's cool because it's just kind of the persona that they have, and it's awesome.
Look at him. Yeah, look over here. It's my story. Yeah,
Exactly.
Yeah, right.
Slinging business cards around.
Yeah.
Exactly. Here, try this. But yeah, Kerry's stories like that are amazing. The stories he tells in private are even better. I'm sure you guys have heard some of them.
Oh yeah.
That I will not repeat.
No, that's it.
Yeah, awesome guy, and he just does a ton for the barbecue community, and I'm really stoked he's getting involved in the bourbon community too.
That's amazing.
That's kind of his new thing, his new passion, and whenever I can pick up a decent bottle, I do, because it's pretty good stuff. And whenever you can walk into a liquor store and see your barbecue buddy's stuff that you've drank bourbon with sitting there, I mean, I'm going to pick up a bottle and bring it home.
That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Well, we're going to have to get our hands on a bottle.
Yeah.
So,
Yes. We'll have to reach
I wonder
out.
if we can get it local.
I don't know.
I know he's got on his website, he's got, I think, his distribution models on there. But he's in a few different liquor stores outside of Tennessee. Like I picked up this one in like Missouri, I think, or something, when I was going through on a barbecue comp or something. But yeah, he's got some halfway decent distribution. So yeah, look him up and check it out. It's pretty good juice.
That's badass. So
for a barbecue guy.
Yeah, right. For a barbecue guy. But hey, you know what? You say that now, but in 5 years from now, it'll be like, he's pretty good for a barbecue guy, but he's great as a whiskey guy.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean?
He will. Yeah. And the way Kerry does everything, I mean, he puts his whole self into it. So I have no doubt he's going to be extremely successful at this too. Cause I mean, everything the man does touches to gold. So
yeah, 100%. Hey, so the last time we saw you, we're all at the Shed Barbecue. We were drinking copious amounts of alcohol and whiskey and smoking.
We were D-drunk.
Oh man, it was phenomenal, man. But I just want to say first, from one junior winner this last weekend where we won the Roto Q wing.
Yeah. I saw that. Those wings look damn good.
No, thank you, man. Thank you. But man, you killed it out there and in the state competition.
It was crazy. It was It was my first major win in steak. I just started cooking steak in 2024. It was my first season.
Okay.
Yeah.
And I went to the shed in 2024 thinking, okay, I'm going to give this a shot. I'm going to cook it in 24. Let's try it. I'm tired of barbecue. Let's do something fun.
Mhm.
And I cooked 2 steaks before that, both at MBBQA conventions. Neither one having any idea what I was doing. First one in Orlando, like Caden Blake was like, I don't know, 12 or 13 at the time. And he's teaching me how to trim the friggin' ribeye because I got no goddamn clue.
Right.
I'm like, I don't know what to do. I ran over to Walmart and got seasonings. Basically, Kel made me do it. And then Janet made me do it. So I did it because Janet said so.
Yeah. Right.
But I rolled to Walmart and I got some seasonings and I had none of my stuff there. And Kel, I always give him a bunch of shit. He's like, come on, we need more cooks. And it's only $50. And I always look at Kel and I'm like, if you have any idea how much that goddamn $50 cost me to this point, it's nuts.
Right. I'm
$50 plus a trailer, stuff like that.
Yeah. It's hard to say no to Kel and Janet, though.
Yeah, it is. I love them. I know you guys talking about Smoke Slam. Get your ass there. I'm doing 2 demos there. I'm also helping Kel and Janet run the live fire and demos, and I have access to the VIP bar. So just saying.
We'll be there.
Okay, that's what I thought.
Lock it in.
But yeah, getting back to the shed gig. So the shed 24 was the first one I ever even traveled to. I'm like, okay, I'm going to travel to this. I'm going to bring the trailer. We're going to do this. And I showed up. I'd cooked, like I said, 2 steaks in Rhinestone, and a couple practice steaks at home, and let's give it a shot. And I went there and just got my ass handed to me. It was bad. I drove 15 hours one way and 15 hours the way back just to get my ass spanked with a gigantic paddle. It was, I didn't DAL or anything, but it was not where I'm used to being.
Right.
And I took that and I was like, you know what? I'm going to freaking cook this year. I'm going to cook steak. I'm going to figure this shit out.
It gave you
it gave you a bunch of contests.
Yeah.
I did, 7 or 8 around here. For good or for ill, every time I show up to a contest in my area, there's 4 to 5 world championship rings in the parking lot.
Yeah.
So great. It's a tough fucking crowd, man.
Yeah.
Every time I show up, Tim and Sandy Brown are there, Carter's there, sometimes Overson's there, Huntley's there, Troy Johnson, who's chasing points right now, is there. I'm just like, okay. I just adopted the Ric Flair, man. It's like, if you want to be the best, you got to beat the best. So let's just do this.
Yeah.
And shig my ass off, ended up back at the shed a year later. Had I think we got a 4th place Bloody Mary. So, we already had a call. So I'm like, okay, cool. My buddy Jim came with me. He's like my Bloody Mary guru, putting stuff together. He made like a little well with like a little faucet thing coming out of it. And he took up like 7 tables around the trailer trying to make shit. It was freaking nuts. But, that was cool because we got a call. I'm like, all right, hey, I showed up. I got a call. I'm happy. I'm drinking, hanging out with you guys. Woo.
Yeah.
And then when they started calling steak B, I was like, they keep going, keep getting higher. I'm like, I knew it was a good steak. I didn't think it was that good of a steak. So I'm standing there with Eric Hodson. Usually at the stuff, I hang out with the Boars guys and, Carter and Overson, all those guys. We all hang out. So I'm just kind of standing there talking to Eric. And I'm like, dude, I got to take a leak. Just whatever. He goes, what's your ticket number? And I don't remember what it was, like 239 or whatever the hell it was. Pull up my phone. That's my ticket number, man. And I turn around. I'm going to go out to the privies.
Yep.
And I get about 4 steps and they say like 239. And I stop. I look over at Eric and Eric looks over at me. He goes, "What's your fucking number?" And then of course, jumping up and down, hugs, all that shit. It was fantastic. It was really good to get my first major win there with the Orisons, who basically, when Aaron and I first got to MBBQA, the Orisons were the first people that like just kind of hugged us and brought us in,
Yeah.
And that's kind of what they do. That's their gig.
No, it is.
Great people, great friends.
Barbecue family.
So for us, we were so we competed the first day, and then
Rhinestone.
Yep, at the Rhinestone, and then we kind of just took off from that, right? So we wanted to get content, we wanted to be around everybody, just checking in and just doing our thing, right? And which was the most, I guess, the coolest thing that we were able to do was to be on stage and video and then interview people as they come
Right.
off
As they're coming
interview.
off.
And so that was our first time being in that situation. And it's, you know, you don't want to ask the same question twice. You know, obviously it's always genuine and whatever else. But man, dude, that was
Epic.
so freaking sick being up there and watching you guys get that call, get the golden ticket, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
From
From the other perspective, and I've told this story a couple of times to some friends.
Yeah.
I was the last one called to go to Showdown, right?
Yep.
Steak B was the last thing called. And it surprised the hell out of me. And I had to take a leak. So they call it. And then from my perspective, okay, they called it, oh shit. You know, it's like that thing. I fucking won.
Really? I gotta perform. Yeah.
So I'm like, okay, cool. So I go up, you stand up there, you get your big check, you get your ticket. I've still got a drink. I had to hand that off to Eric. I'm like, hold my drink, don't drink it. Hold it off. Okay. I'm up. You get a 15-pound freaking trophy, the granite jobs, right? You get all that. Then you go, okay, you got to go off stage. Stop, talk to you guys. I'm like, hey, how you doing? And they're like, and you're like, how are you? I'm like, freaking out. So then you go to the trailer, you get your regular check. It's January. So now you got to fill out new tax paperwork.
Yeah.
You get all that shit done. Then you come back in, you throw your shit on a table somewhere. And now here's Johnny Joseph. You got 30 minutes. Make some shit. Have a nice day. Bye.
Yeah.
That part right
there
like, would give me so much anxiety just thinking about everybody watching you. That's craziness.
So not everybody that knows this, after the competition, there was a steak A, there's a steak B competition, right? There was a pork chop competition. And then there was
ribs went against somebody, turkey went against somebody, and then steak A went against steak B.
That's right. And so immediately there is like it's a what do you call that? It's
a live head-to-head cooking competition.
Yeah, but what's the show that does that?
It's like a chopped kind of thing. Yeah.
It's a chopped version of that, and that is insane, dude. And
I know, it's like here's a bare ass ribeye loin. You got 30 minutes. Make me something.
And you're in front of 300 people. You're like, make it.
Yes.
Just make it.
Crowded in there.
You know what I mean?
Crazy
like,
train.
Yeah.
What the hell?
Well, and I'm competing against Troy, who's an awesome friend of mine. I compete against him damn near every time I'm out.
Great guy.
So that was freaking awesome because like before it started, it was just hugs. You know, whoever wins, no big deal. We're just happy to be here and help the ball club. You know.
Mm-hmm.
So that was a freaking blast. It was amazing. You got 3 judges, I got 2, and I was the first one to jump up and down and say, "Way to go, I love you, dude."
That's awesome. And not to mention, there was a big, huge gallery that just surrounded you guys.
300 people
were just heckling and just talking shit. It's what's going on. I mean, you had Bill Purvis with Chicken Fried Barbecue there. Randy Pauly, Holy Cow Cooker, Stale Cracker. A lot of just influential barbecue and pit masters out there.
And Kent freaking Black, by the way.
That's right. I know, right? I know.
I mean, it just went on and on. I'm like, dude, I don't know how I would have performed in that situation, but you killed it. You did an amazing job, man. Kudos to you.
It was fun. It was so far, obviously, the pinnacle of my SCA career so far. Making finals at Worlds and Ribs, that was pretty cool. But you know, this still ranks up there right on top. Like I said before, it's a major. You know, usually when you go to these things, you got 30 cooks, maybe.
Yeah.
You know, these kind of things, you're competing against 130 cooks.
That's right.
So, I mean, to place top in steak B out of 130 of the best cooks on the planet, dude, I'm still getting free drinks.
How many world champions? How many world champions were out there already? How many people had rings?
Like all of them.
That's
like everybody.
It's been a dozen.
It's insane.
Yeah. It's just crazy. And you know, it's what I always say in steak or barbecue or anything else. A couple guys I really respect have said this, and I took it to heart. Everything we do is about 25% luck.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
You know, so the other 75% of the time, you have to put out a consistent quality product. So if that 25% lightning strikes, you get that good table or you got a good selection or whatever else happens, you're ready for it. Yeah. You know, so if that lightning hits you, you know, you've turned in something good. You know, it's Worlds. I turned in finaled in ribs. The first day, you know, got my scores, finaled, everything's cool. Second day, the exact same cook, exact same everything. Ribs look exactly the same. Drop 6 points.
Yeah, right. That's the
You
thing.
know, it
That's-
just is.
that's
You
it.
know, and it's all subjective, and we all know the game. You know, but your cooks that do their consistent job are the ones that are always, you know, hanging around the top.
Yeah.
You know, I don't have to win every time. I don't want to win every time. It's boring and fascist. But you know, it's the guys that actually perform and try and do that consistent product every time are the ones that are up there getting called.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Can I ask you a question? So I'm always trying. I mean, I want to coax out tips and tricks, and I want to know the secrets and all that good stuff. But
Right.
I know just focusing just back on steak. Let me ask you this: are people doing too much? Or are they not doing enough in steaks? You know what I mean? Because we've done
where I really learned something, and I'll be 100% upfront and honest. Cooking with all those guys for an entire year, I shigged my freaking ass off. I mean, I stole everything I possibly could. I asked questions. The great thing about that group is you don't really have to steal a lot of shit. You just ask them; they'll tell you.
Yeah.
But Tim Brown, it was, I think, maybe third, maybe fourth comp I did. And you know, I'm rolling bottom third every time. I'm getting dejected. I'm like, do I even know how to freaking cook anymore? It was crazy.
You're like this,
because I'm not used to that shit.
right?
So, and I was getting pissed.
Yeah.
So Tim, he just took me aside, and Tim looked at me and he goes, "It's a steak contest, not a seasoning contest. Make it taste like steak."
Yeah.
You know, and that's one of those things where you're like, "Oh yeah, I'm an idiot."
Yeah.
All right,
Light
cool.
bulb,
I
right?
get you.
Pop.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
Dude.
You know, but the dude's got, you know, 55 wins or whatever. So I'm gonna listen to whatever the guy says.
Yeah.
You know, my joke with Tim, I'm like, you may have 55 wins, but I got those 2 times I beat Tim Brown.
There it
That's
is.
what I got.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's crazy. So what else do you guys got going on? What do you got coming up? Where are you cooking?
Actually, I don't know if we have a bunch of plans right now. I think we're looking at a few. We've got one coming up, which I really want to do. There's one called the Strawberry Festival, which is in May. It just kind of depends because I know we're going out of town for a I think it's my birthday and then John's wife's birthday that we're going to do a. It's also James's birthday as well because we're actually twins. So
I know.
Yeah.
I was gonna ask that question, but I just thought I'd let that lay.
Kurt,
but he's not.
Yeah,
he's
let me
not
just
going
jump in
anywhere.
there, Kurt. Let's be honest. These two guys are jet setting across the globe. It doesn't matter where. It's like it's vacation every other day. Like these guys don't have time to do a competition.
That's not true. That's not true.
Jan was in Japan.
When you do, my
when you have
hashtag
time-
that I've started is Jet Set BBQ. So
Yeah.
feel free to use that bad boy.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, I mean, so we do have that, but there is the Kids Unlimited. It's coming up. It's a great cause.
Mhm.
It's it's a foundation that basically started out that has they actually host the family of kids that have cancer. They host the family, have them come in. They stay there for free. And there's room, board, groceries, whatever you need,
Whatever
every
you
meal,
need,
whatever else.
Yep.
And they'll help with getting you to and from the hospital. And so, I mean, they would do every kid if they could, but it takes support. But they contribute a shit ton of money every single year. So this is one that's kind of near and dear to me.
A lot like Hogs for the Cause.
It
It
is. Yeah.
That's another awesome one.
So,
yeah.
But it's a local thing. So I definitely want to do that. And then I think there's a Strawberry Festival coming up where they do the world's largest strawberry shortcake there. And then
Dude.
I know, dude, it takes
Give me a spoon and a Speedo. I'm in, man.
bro. I'm telling you, it's insane.
I'm diving. Let's go for it.
It takes up an entire it's not a room. It's just like I don't know what you call that. I don't know how big this thing is, but it's fucking massive,
Thick.
right? Yeah.
Awesome.
I mean, it's so many. There's so many tables that go across. You're like, okay, where does it end? Ends at the way over there. Like, and you're looking like I can't see.
You get the binoculars.
It's like an Olympic-sized pool strawberry shortcake or something.
That's it,
Yes.
man. No, it's
100.
bigger. It's bigger than that.
It's bigger than an Olympic size. Okay.
Yeah,
All
it's
right.
bigger than Olympic size pool.
Yeah.
That's a lot of strawberry shortcake.
Yeah.
So we've done a lot of talking about barbecue last year, and we competed here once or twice. This year, I think our goal is to get out there and just do some more cooking. You know what I mean?
That's the gig, man. Just get out and throw it against the wall and see what happens.
Exactly.
You know?
So that's how it started, though. Like we were comp guys that got it. Once COVID happened, we stopped kind of competing and got more like trying to push the brand and trying to get into more of the podcast and everything else. And then we slowly just kind of stopped competing. And it's like, wait a minute, like, hey,
never stop.
I love that shit. I want to compete, you know, and I know they do too. So yeah, this is like, it's definitely an initiative to go, no, dude, like pick 10 of these, pick 8 of them. Let's just
go do it
and see,
you know, and I've split it up doing, obviously a bunch of SCA because that's kind of my new jam. I like it.
Yeah.
And then I cook KCBS regionally with Team Brew and Q. Toby Antonson and Chad Mawson and I. And we usually do 4 or 5 contests a year leading up to the Royal for KCBS. But cool thing this year for me was all about alliances. You know, I have a lot of friends, but we wanted to be able to help each other. You know, so I aligned with Boris Knight, Lambert, Craig and Matt over at Aces Wild, and Robert over at Poncho Lefty, and we started working on export deal stuff.
Yeah.
You know, that led to, you know, Robert's like, hey, you know, we should cook, dude. So we're going to South Haven, Mississippi, and I'm going to cook with Robert and Jason. We're going to do a KCBS, but then I'm going to cook in my first MBN because I've never done it. So you know, we're doing it's Memphis Barbecue Network. We're not doing the whole thing. It's usually hog, ribs, and shoulder. And then you blind box, you do your presentation on your hog, you know, all that kind of stuff. Eric really, really wanted us to cook hog. We decided first time the 3 of us are cooking together with a 4-meat KCBS, a 2-meat MBN, and like 10 freaking ancillaries. It's too much. So we're not going to roll the whole pig this time. Dude. But, you know, we've done that. We've aligned with VacMaster, which has been amazing for us. Now, actually, we even run their online platforms for them. Their Amazon store, we're getting them up on eBay. You know, we're doing a bunch of that kind of stuff for them, which is really cool. You know, and then what was the other one? Oh, I got into Melissa Cookston's Barbecue All Stars. So when we go to South Haven, it'll be my first trip there as a Melissa Cookston Barbecue All Star.
Okay.
But yeah, cooking with the boys from Poncho Lefty is going to be freaking awesome. We've hung out a lot. We haven't cooked together. So that's really a kick-ass new alliance for us. You know, and then I've got, you know, kind of 3 different areas, you know, 3 different groups that I'm cooking with, you know, and it's going to be a blast. Hopefully the crew at the warehouse and office can take care of shit because I plan on being gone at least once a month. So
yeah, right.
Hell yeah.
Right. And you know, that's the thing. I mean, it's like you're running a brand at the same time, you know?
Yeah. It's crazy.
I noticed.
Yeah, we've gotten like 20 minutes or 30 minutes into this, and we haven't even talked about the brand, the Fatboy Barbecue.
Oh yeah,
yeah. If you don't mind, let's.
Brand is Fatboy Hickman's Barbecue. It's evolved name wise a little bit. We evolved it into Fatboy Hickman's. In 19 we built our own warehouse and office facility out in Hickman, Nebraska. It's about 10 minutes south of Lincoln where we live, but it's like a 2,000 person little town, you know, and, you know, it's really cool for us. It's still only about 10, 12 minutes from the house, but, you know, we've got the little town stuff. The bar's right around the corner, you know, the post office is a block away, you know, it's really cool, small town kind of stuff going on. But the brand was an established brand. It started in 2002. And my wife at the time and now still works for a company that they help small Nebraska companies like get their shit on Amazon, get online, figure out how to market their products, that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
And I'm slugging my ass out in corporate America, pissed off every day, thinking about divorcing my wife or buying a wood chipper at Home Depot, whichever, going
Right.
on her ass. Something.
Yeah, right.
So she comes home and she goes, yeah, I have to go in the office real quick. My boss wanted me to post that Fatboy's for sale. I just kind of stopped because previously in work history, I lived in Little Rock and Memphis for a while. I lived in San Antonio, lived in Kansas City. I mean, I had barbecue in my blood. And I was like, don't post that. And she's like, why not? I said, because I'm either going to make the best decision we've ever made or I'm going to totally fuck up our lives. One of the two.
Yeah.
So we're just going to do it. So, we bought it. It was a smaller, basically Nebraska, a little bit regional brand. And then we just took the first 2 years and tightened shit up, recipes, branding, came out with some new stuff, shit canned some old stuff, and then just expanded. And now we're thousands of stores. We're in 43 states. It's fucking crazy.
Dude.
People go, what stores are you in? And I have to look them dead in the face and go, shit, I don't know.
Yeah.
I got no clue, man.
What stores are we
All of
not
them.
in? How about that? Yeah.
Actually, this year we're going to do the reach out for sporting goods, hardware and stuff. We're primarily grocery right now. So we want to break into those markets. But yeah, grocery wise, the only chain we're not in that I want to be in is HEB. They piss me off. I hate it.
Yeah.
It's tough nut to crack.
They are, man, but they're a great.
Look, we're not affiliated
It's-
with them, so we can talk shit. I'm just
No.
Dude,
Also,
No.
no. When we went to Fort Worth, my wife literally came back with like $300 worth of coffee from HEB.
Yeah, it's amazing.
I mean,
right?
whenever we go, we buy shit at HEB. I love the place. When I lived in Texas, man, it's like that's the store.
Did you get the
So-
San Antonio? The San Antonio coffee is legit. I'm not gonna
Yeah.
lie. The Houston blend is really good. Man, they just do a great job with everything that they put out.
The
I'm
Austin
not
blend
sorry.
is weird.
Yeah, it's
The
all
Austin
weird.
blend's weird. Yeah, it seems a little bit protestish,
Right.
but
Yeah, right.
like hippies.
I just finished the Texas pecan, man. That was pretty damn
Texas
good.
pecan is amazing. Yeah,
And we just re-released our pecan rub.
Okay.
And we had we've gone to a couple different plants to make stuff for us now. We've kind of parted ways with the one we were with forever, but that one is made in Wisconsin. Everything else we have is made in Grapevine, right down in Texas.
Yeah.
So
no.
Nice.
So let me ask you a question. So when you're making a rub, I mean, you have an idea of what you want to do and like how you want to how this seasoning needs to look or anything else. But
yeah,
when you're working with the manufacturer themselves, are they helping you along with that whole process?
yes and no. So everything we do starts out in our test kitchen at the warehouse.
Yeah.
I've got shitloads of spices and stuff everywhere. And when I want to make something, I start mixing. If I don't have it, I call one of our plants and I say, I need this, whatever it is.
Yeah.
Right.
Right.
But we mix it, we try it, and kind of we have a process. We do like a home batch mix, and then I take my batch mix, I send it over to the plant, send it over to their food scientists and stuff. Say, this is what I want. So they take my chicken scratch, freaky ass measurements of everything, convert it into percentages. They make a lab batch. They send it back to us. Okay. I try it. I'm like, no, this is total shit. Redo it.
Yeah. Don't like it.
Back and forth, back and forth, back and forth until we finally get it nailed down. When we do, then I usually have them make maybe 30, 40 bottles. And then we send that stuff out. We have a trusted core group of people that I know, that I'll send out, people that I trust, people that are in the business, some people that aren't in the business.
Yeah.
Send it out and say, okay, this is a pork rub we're thinking about. Throw it on some ribs, throw it on a pork butt, tell me what you think.
Yeah.
That's kind of our test group. And then once that gets honed in and we figure it out, then we say, all right, cool, let's order a pallet.
Yeah.
So we'll order a pallet. We'll start it out on Amazon, eBay, our website, all the other platforms that we're on. And then if we prove concept there, then we go to our grocery store chains.
Nice.
And then, order a shitload, sell a shitload, hopefully make like $8 and move on with life.
Yeah, right. Because that's something else a lot of people don't realize. And if you're trying to get into making rubs, it's why I promote the BBQ so much, because these guys network with you, right? They network with people that are actually doing it, and it'll say, hey, these are the pitfalls. The margins are slim. This is where you're looking at, but if you crack through and become, obviously the social media helps, right?
Oh
And
yeah, a ton. Yeah.
everything about that, right? But you can help guide people through there. I just want to say really quick, if you just want to add like maybe another group to your name of your test rub,
Yeah, that could be.
grabbing the briskets out there. I'm just saying,
Could
if you
be.
want to test some of the
All
rub,
right.
Actually,
What I'll do, I will send you some of the other shit that doesn't need tested.
okay,
It's already out. We have a new sauce out called Appalachian Red,
Oh, yeah.
and 4 out of the 5 people I gave it to at SCA Worlds for ribs finaled.
Nice,
what I'm talking
dude. Let's go.
Yeah.
So
Kurt.
Here's
it's
the problem,
pretty good.
Kurt.
I just I had Kel and Janet take some back for Sauces of Honor. We'll see how it goes. For some reason, Sauces and Rubs of Honor, we shit the bed every time. I have no idea why. I've got probably 4 top 3 American Royal rubs and sauces. I don't have shit from the Rubs and Sauces of Honor ever. I've never won a fucking thing.
Yeah.
I've got 50 MBBQ Awards of Excellence.
Yeah.
Never won a damn thing.
Hey, if you want to join the podcast, we've won a few.
Yeah,
We've won a few honorable mentions and the
honorable mention's fine.
only in podcast. I'm just kidding. Only in the podcast.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Actually, we're thinking about it. We'll see.
Come on, man.
I don't know.
Help you out.
We're thinking about a little podcastage action just for fun.
Yeah.
I don't have enough shit to do.
Yeah, right.
Add something else.
And it's so easy to put one together, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's so easy.
Really, all you need is a Raul.
Hey, roll.
Yeah, basically, you need Raul to do all your shit, and
me a
you guys sit there and drink. I'm in. I'm down with that.
Rolls in.
But yeah, we've got, I've got, my teammates like with Team Brewing Q, Poncho and Lefty, all of my friends, the Lamberts and the Eric and Allens and the Oversons and Carters of the world,
Yep.
And, it's something we've bounced around. We might do it. We might not. I don't know. But it seems like a good waste of about an hour and a half and some good bourbon.
Dude, I'm telling you right now, I've never had a bad night doing a podcast. Never. Not once.
I've seen a couple.
Yeah. Have you?
I'm just fucking with you.
No, hey, listen, we have had a couple, and that's okay, right? Because
that's part of the magic, man.
It is. And here's the deal: we don't give a shit, right?
No,
like, because
don't care.
At the end of the day, we're hanging out, we're drinking beer,
right?
And mind you, we sold this to our wives,
doing it for ourselves,
in order to hang out and drink beer, and they bought it. And I'm like, Jesus Christ! And they're like, No, you should go on that trip. I'm like, oh my God.
Okay.
Like, yeah. They're like, already packed it. I'm like, wait a minute, you packed a bag too early. I didn't tell you I was even leaving yet.
I didn't tell you I was going.
Yeah.
Well, that's really one of the cool MBBQA things. Being able to help Kel and Janet out. Is, I did Smoke Slam last year. I'm doing Smoke Slam again this year. Basically anything they need, I'm like, okay, whatever you guys need, I'm in.
Exactly.
I'm just here to help the ball club, whatever. And that's last year doing Smoke Slam. It was pretty crazy. I did a little live fire stuff. I did like maybe one quick demo myself, but then helped everybody else with all the rest, and it was 4 pit masters that I knew that we were friends and 4 that I'd never met before.
My wife's looking at this. Damn, dude, my wife's on this podcast tonight.
Uh-oh.
Hey,
and we just hung out and had fun.
Just
kidding,
it's
babe.
like, just kidding. Just joking. Yeah.
I'd never met Erica Roby before.
Yeah.
Yeah. And,
yeah.
And I'm driving her down from where we picked her up, and she's like sitting on the back of the golf cart doing like the princess wave and shit. Yeah. I mean, she's my sister from another mister now.
I know,
she's awesome.
Man. She's awesome. She's awesome. Hey, so I do see the real meat stick says I used to be show that roll. I used to be a fat boy that made a biopic about my family called Black Finn and the movie called The Well.
I used to be a fatter boy than I am now. So
yeah.
I took the moniker a little bit too seriously. So I had to take the last year, drop some tonnage.
Nice.
So it's helped a lot. I mean, you guys know the gig. You're standing behind a grill, you're standing in a trailer, you're going up and down at the door, all that kind of stuff. after a while, I was like, Jesus Christ, I hurt. I'm only 57. I'm not 90.
Starting to work it off. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, you guys know you don't eat at a barbecue contest.
No, we drink.
People are like, oh my God, you must eat. I'm like, I take one bite of 4 meats. And to be very honest, I'm over barbecue anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
one of my best stories. We were in Fort Worth and I'm sitting around at lunch, BBQ convention. We're sitting around at lunch. I know Lambert's sitting there. I think Brad Orison's sitting there. I think either Eric or Alan, one of the two. A bunch of guys. We're just sitting around shooting the shit. And it's Fort Worth, so they're going to feed us barbecue all week. And I look down and I look back up. I'm like, you bastards don't eat this shit either, do you? And they're like, nope, sure don't.
No.
So, it was barbecue dudes sitting around and not eating. So we talked about it and decided like the next conference, we're going to go have sushi.
Yeah.
Night before Words, we're going to have sushi. So a bunch of us showed up at this place in Orlando, I think it was. And there's like 30 barbecue guys there. And seriously, man, the sushi dude, the sushi chef's coming out like, holy fuck, round eye. How many are you going to eat? Damn. Because it was just a bunch of fat barbecue dudes just chucking sushi back. It was awesome. More roll. I want to roll. Yeah. I think we went through like 50 boats. I don't know. It was nuts.
Yeah. Right.
Look, I mean, you're spitting facts because we do competitions and we do try to bring a little sandwich meat with us, and if we get a break, we'll knock back a ham sandwich or a turkey sandwich quicker and shit, and then it's on to doing whatever, and it's like a bite of brisket, it's a bite of chicken, and then it's a maybe one rib, and that's it. That's all you had that day, and then maybe a 6-pack
or a 18-pack of Coors Light.
Yes, that could be.
Yeah.
My buddy that came with me to the shed this year, I introduced him to the glamorous side of barbecue on the way home, like cooking some of the best food on the planet and then digging random fries out of McDonald's bag going 70 down the interstate. Yeah. That was awesome for him.
Best time.
Yep. It was a blast.
God
it
bless.
was so much
Kirk.
fun.
I cannot believe how fast this time went by. But we are right up against it already. I feel like we definitely have to book you again, I guess, because I feel like I didn't get to even ask any questions. Shannon, you talked the whole time.
No, I didn't. So actually,
a couple questions in the comments, real quick.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, go for it.
The Real Meat Stick. He wants to know what's your go-to steak rub.
I use a mix, like everybody else. And the thing is, I don't care. I don't pull any punches. I'll tell you exactly what's in my shit. I use our premium all purpose. I use Pancho Lefty Red River. I use Spicy White Lightning, and I use Ace's Wild 4 Queens.
Yeah, 4 Queens is great.
That's what I throw. Yeah, that's what I throw down on it.
The celery and that 4 Queens
that little bitty kick. That's awesome,
dude. It's so good.
We did a video with our all-purpose, that 4 Queens and Boar's Night double garlic butter.
Yeah,
shit on some Chex Mix around Christmas. That shit was bombastic. It was awesome.
Yeah, that's amazing. That's amazing.
Loving it. And then I always, in case you really want to know, I always top the rest off with Pancho Lefty Red River on top right before it hits the grill. That red color just pops on the steak, and besides that, I love them. They're bros. So
really quick, so said you made the leap from corporate leadership to barbecue. What was the moment you knew it was time to make that switch?
When the barbecue company came up for sale, and B, when I just figured out, if I keep working for the man, my life is gonna suck.
Yeah.
And that's been kind of the gig. And, I know a lot of people in the barbecue community, they're like, oh man, it'd be so cool to be you, And, and I'm honestly, it doesn't show, but I'm actually fairly humble about some of the stuff that I do. But I always tell them, you know what? I'm just like everybody else. Some days it's fantastic to be me because I'm winning at the shed. Yeah, some days it totally fucking sucks because I got to write $60,000 worth of checks to my co-packer.
Yeah. Right.
It's just like everybody else. There's highs and there's lows, but I'm in control of those highs and lows.
Yeah. It's you. It's your brand.
If I'm in corporate America, and I got to kiss somebody's ass on a daily basis and worry about keeping my job. Yeah, it was going to be horrible, dude. So I'm like, why not just do my own gig?
That's awesome. Hey, really quick, can you go ahead and plug your social medias and where they can find you, your brand, your seasonings, your sauces,
Products,
everything?
get that Red River. That's what I want to know.
Get that Red River. Everything from us on social media. My personal one about cooking and all that stuff is at BBQ Kirk, Kirk. Everything on our brand is at BBQ with Fatboy, and that's on all platforms. Some stuff crosses, some stuff doesn't. If you want killer ass freaking dad jokes, the at BBQ with Fatboy is the deal. We have ones that have been seen by 5, 10, 12 million people. It's been insane. Right. So those are the two things to follow. Yeah. And as far as products, use ours. We're in Kroger. We're in Hy-Vee in the Midwest. We're in a bunch of the barbecue stores. We're in a shitload of places. Like I said before, fuck, I don't even know anymore. And then I always recommend, our friends that we hang out with all the time. Pick yourself up some Boar's Knife, pick yourself up some Aces Wild, get some of Lambert stuff, especially get some of Pancho Lefty. Man, they have this Texas black salt and pepper garlic. I would put that shit on a stop sign. It is freaking awesome.
That's amazing.
Love it.
That's amazing.
Damn, John, take a note.
All right, I'm gonna go get a
Take it out.
on the way home.
Yeah.
I have some at the warehouse. I'll send you some with my shit.
Hell yeah, that's what I'm talking about. And yeah, we're gonna put some links down below for the listeners that can go find all the stuff he's talking about. We appreciate you, Kirk. And like I said, we're gonna have to do this shit again.
Yeah, we'll do this shit again. It'll be fun. Yeah. Well, actually, we'll do this shit live and mildly intoxicated from Smokeslam.
Let's go.
Let's go, brother.
Yeah.
Cheers, brother.
I'm in. All right, take care, fellas. We'll talk to you soon.
Thank you, brother.
All right, bye.
Man, dude, just the energy that he brings.
High energy.
I know, man. It's amazing. I look forward to this podcast. I look forward to this interview because I know what he brings to this. Amazing human being. He's passionate about barbecue, and I know he made a couple of comments like, "I'm so tired of barbecue," whatever. He's not tired of barbecue. He's tired of eating barbecue because that's his life, right? Yeah. And so, but yeah, an amazing guy. Please check him out. Please check out his products because they are truly amazing. Yeah, can't say enough good things.
You want to say some more good things? You guys want to talk about this beer a little bit? Give a score.
Let's run this beer.
I feel like I finished drinking it a half an hour ago, but it was good.
I
really enjoyed it.
Yeah,
I knew it was going to be good, man. Every time we get a German style anything, I feel like it hits. It hits.
Yeah.
Right.
We will ask the questions, not you.
You're an idiot.
Listen,
dude, 2 minutes. It just keep going, man. They're gonna have us cancel like they're canceling freaking cyber.
It's a German knock joke. It's knock knock. Who's there? And then you have to slap them and it's like, we will ask the questions, not you, right? So hey, listen, Jester King German style Pilsner, light
German style
Pilsner, lager beer. ABV on this lighting here is kind of weird. It's a 4.8 ABV. Listen, this beer is phenomenal. The only place we don't see it is at Beers Looking at You. I'm gonna go right now. I'm gonna go 9-1 on this beer. It's amazing. It finishes so crisp. It's a great beer.
Yes, crisp, smooth, but it's got a ton of flavor. This thing is delicious. Wrote down my score so I wouldn't be swayed. I went 9.3.
Oh shit, dude.
Really
We're on the same page.
Yes.
Okay, come on.
Very good.
There it is.
What you got, James?
I'm just gonna slide right in there and give it the old 9.0. It is a solid beer. It is a really good beer. The Jester King. And all I can do is say thank you to those fine folks that we saw. That one girl that was holding a cat. In the pictures of the Jester King website, and that one lady just like with the goats,
right,
and that one guy just holding that like
big old hooter.
Right. All I can say is just hey, big kudos to you guys. Cheers! You made a phenomenal beer, Jester King. Man, dude, I'm gonna go pick up a 6-pack of this because I can do it all day long.
Good.
It's really good. Really good beer.
I know we're getting right up to the end here, but we do have a barbecue win/barbecue fail. Hey, I was going to ask if one of y'all want to read this one tonight because I have not I have drank a few
Jan's
beers.
all on board with reading right now.
Listen.
Reading Rainbow.
Who's it from, Dan?
So this is the Grills on Film.
Grills on film.
I said, this is a fail that, let's see, let me read this here. This is a fail and win story. Attempted to cook a spatchcock turkey in a Santa Maria, only having used the Santa Maria a couple of times. The power was out at my house. The fire was great, and the ambience was amazing. After 1.5 hours, the IT of the turkey, the internal temperature. Okay, the internal temperature of the turkey only raised 4 degrees. Quickly pivoting and broke out the Weber Genesis and got it finished just in time for when I originally expected to be done. I have now cooked a spatchcock turkey for the last few Thanksgivings because my family loved it. Fell on Santa Maria. Will win for still getting the turkey done and putting smiles on the faces. Dude, that is a win. That is a win and a win. Listen, I'm all about people that the way they type and whatever else, but the abbreviations definitely screwed me up. And then when you actually wrote one and then you went 1/2 hours, like just 1.5, like you don't have to whatever.
Okay.
Listen,
We're not critiquing their writing here.
I'm critiquing everything. I'm critiquing everything.
Look,
hey,
they did good. Adapt and overcome. That's what y'all did, and that was amazing.
That's
Grills
exactly
on
right.
film. If you could just run that through ChatGPT
Can
and
you-
like clear that up just a little bit,
Please get your
we would
shit together.
appreciate that. Also, cooking a spatchcock turkey on a Santa Maria style pit is probably not the good way to go because it is so big. And you got that direct flame, and you're probably constantly flipping.
You're going to have to
trying
flip.
to
I
get
was just
that
going to say,
internal temperature going. It's not a good deal
no.
unless you got some type of cover that you can cover it up
Yeah.
with.
It'd be like doing a brisket on there.
Right.
It's not
What
gonna work very well.
What you can do, you can render it down. It's just not the ideal way to smoke one. But guess what you are? Guess what you are? Grills on film.
You're a winner.
You're a winner. You're a winner chicken dinner because guess what? You got some suckabusters. Everybody wants some suckabusters. Yeah.
Get you some chicks to smoke.
Yeah, listen, you'll love it. But listen, if you don't want to do chicks to smoke, then order one of the other 500 seasonings they have because all they do is make great seasonings. They put them out there for the people, and they're all really good. Some are amazing. When I say amazing, like they are truly amazing. These guys know what they're doing. So pick your favorite one out. It's on us.
Yeah. Shout out to Toby. He says evening, boys.
Yeah, and if you want to send in your
Tobias.
barbecue win or your barbecue fail, barbecue story, barbecue recipe, please do that, and you could be a big wiener too. The email is info@grabeminthebrisket.com, or you can call it into our little hotline, leave us a message 434-829-2299, and those ones go right to the top. So
that's right.
Hit us up on any of the social medias too @grabeminthebrisket.
Or check out grabtheirbrisket.com. James is going to share his legendary wing recipe on there this week. So stick tuned to it because it is phenomenal.
Yeah, that recipe may or may not include some. May or not include some of that chicks to smoke seasoning.
There's
one of these T-shirts too.
There it is. Hey, we appreciate you guys hanging out with us. We appreciate you, Kirk, for coming on board with us tonight. Great interview, great energy. I've had a blast. Thank you so much.
Is that Jan signing off?
It sounded like it. Like he was trying to be out, but that's not his role.
Yeah.
That's
He
out.
was
I'm
like,
out.
and we
You talk in the middle. We talk at the beginning and the
out.
end.
I'm done.
Yeah, just a
Finito.
quick little. I'm just gonna quickly.
Sayonara.
Yeah, thank you, Jan. We appreciate you. Hey, we always have fun as always, and I know if you're listening to this on Spotify or iTunes or whatever, and this is the end. We're at the end of the show. There's another one that's fixing to follow. Just
Come on,
right after this one, and man, honestly, we couldn't do this without Raul. Raul, hey, we appreciate what you do day in and day out to help keep this podcast going.
Pearland Podcast Studios.
John does a phenomenal job. Jan, Alex, Matt, all the boys. You may not get to see them all the time, but they are behind the scenes making things happen. Shout out to me. Shout out to no, I'm just kidding, guys. Hey,
bro just went all about him again, right?
Always, it's been great talking barbecue with you.
Yeah.
Peace.
Cheers.
Cheers. Cheers.
As we close out, big thanks to SmokerBuilder.com and the MBBQA for their unwavering support.
Absolutely. And cheers to Barbecue News Magazine, SUCKLEBUSTERS, and Dow Strong Knives for their contributions.
And you know Yeti always has our back, and Coolie Nation ensures our drinks stay perfectly cold.
Lastly, props to Cambro Manufacturing and, of course, the Spicy Nut, the Chicks of Smoke Seasoning. Thanks to all for powering this show.
Until next time, keep smoking.